one reason why someone should try fresh liquid marine phytoplankton, ocean's alive marine phytoplankton?
Well, the number one reason is to provide their body the material to create new stem cells. Yep, because it's going to help in every other way, but that's number one. Everything's going to go to stem cells in this world, in this health world.
Is that right?
Yep.
Well, it is a nice. How about that line where it fills in nutritional gaps too?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good.
Yeah, well, the nutritional gaps, I mean, everybody wants to have them filled because they're not eating. I mean, all the food is being depleted more and more from the nutritional properties that it needed to have for obvious reasons, which we don't need to go into right now, but it'll fill the nutritional gaps. But it has the, you mentioned before about inflammation. EPA reduces inflammation in the body.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get your inflammation dealt with, then it converts the EPA to DHA, which is utilizable in the brain. So it's the structural component and the functional component. And the EPA is the functional, the DHA is the structural. And so if they want to have an amazing experience in life and feel great, because that's what stem cells do for you, and that's what a healthy brain does, and you get command central working good, the rest of the body can be monitored and works much more efficiently. Mm-hmm. So focusing on the brain. And the brain knows how to use the materials to do all those things it needs to do to repair itself and to maintain a healthy operating system. It's the brain that tells the body to produce the stem cells. You can get a benefit from eating the beef to get what the grass fed the beef. You can do that. You can also go to grass and juice it and drink it, right? Now that may not be optimal, but when you go to the ocean, you can eat the fish and you'll definitely get a benefit. You're going to get energy from it, you're going to get essential fatty acids. They're just not the best. So if you're going to do anything in life, why not just go to the very, very best, if you can, right? Now, the coolest thing about the marine phytoplankton is that it is a primordial food. It is definitely by far the best for the human body to consume because it has all the elements in it. We don't focus on one thing, essential fatty acids. We focus on everything. And our focus is on the primordial foods that contain everything in synergy because that's how they were created to be. So we don't need to go to a fish to get what the marine phytoplankton has. We go directly to the marine phytoplankton. It's as simple as can be. It takes 2 seconds to take it. And you have, in one little bottle, 10 trillion cells. How much more do we want? One little bottle. And a person consumes that in 30 days. We had people that have taken one drop of that, just one drop, which is 20 billion cells in a drop, get a profound effect and have headaches erased within minutes from one drop. Because nutrition, I mean, obviously we want to have a great experience in life eating food. And we want to have as many types of foods in our diet as we can possibly have that are in the beneficial realm for various organs and functions in the body. So we're always learning more things every month. We find out some things from the Orient and we find out some things from South Africa and South America and all these different superfoods that are coming more and more, the Ayurvedic herbs and all this stuff. But if you were to only allow me to have one thing on the earth, I'm extremely biased about this because of my experience and the knowledge that we have. I would choose the marine phytoplankton above every other nutrient, period, because I know that it's covering every single base. It's filling every nutritional gap. So if I could only have that one thing to supplement my regular day in and day out eating, it would be that one substance.
And what are the key areas that it's looking after that's known or more commonly known that marine phytoplankton benefits?
The one measuring stick that you would use, or the absolute that you would look to define whether something is going to be good for the whole body, is how effective is it for the brain. So anything that nutrifies the brain and helps the brain stay optimally running is going to deal with every other organ in the body fabulously. That's actually a known fact. If it's good for the brain, it's good for the heart. If it's good for the heart, it's good for the nervous system. It's good for the immune system. It's good for the endocrine. It's good for every part of the system. And I don't think you'll find any nutrient out there that is at the top level as marine phytoplankton for brain health, because it's providing those essential nutrients at every level plus the essential fatty acids.
And it's in a unique emulsion that's a phospholipid that passes
exactly.
the blood-brain barrier. And that's where I think a lot of these other nutrients are missing out. It's this emulsion form that we're learning that allows it to enter the cells and the cells of the brain so effectively.
It doesn't require liver function to actually change it. It just goes right through and is instantly utilizable. That's why all these companies spend so much time emulsifying things.
Right.
It's like biotics research.
So you're saying that it bypasses the digestion process?
It doesn't require it.
Doesn't require it.
Does not require
So how does it enter the bloodstream?
It just goes directly in. Just goes in through your stomach. It absorbs instantly. It's like coconut water. Coconut water is the only fluid that they know of outside of alcohol right? Right, that will go directly into the stomach line. The marine phytoplankton will go into every organ freely without having to pass through the whole regular thing, provided that it's in its original state. It has to be in that original state. At 9 times smaller than a red blood cell, boom, it's just going to go in. And that's the difference. So the freeze-dried stuff doesn't do that.
What's it? Oh, it's L-glutamine. Phytoplankton, one of the main amino acids in phytoplankton is L-glutamine, which is becoming popular these days as an energy source. Now, L-glutamine is interesting because just after glucose, it's the most usable energy producing cell. So we've learned that because marine phytoplankton has a lot of L-glutamine, it can go right into the cell and produce ATP energy at a very efficient.
Right. Yeah, it's a glyconutrient, and glyconutrients are crucial to life.
It's a primordial algae along with the full spectrum minerals. It's really giving you that complete nutrition.
Right. And anything that you can take a seed, because each cell is a seed. Anything you take a seed, you don't have to plant it in soil. It just replicates itself. 2, 4, 16. It's more of an exponential scale than that because it's the doubling factor, right?
Oh,
it's
16 times 16. Oh gosh.
Right. So and then you go so it's the exponential curve.
Right.
So anything that does that we call perpetual food. It has the ability to mass produce itself with only sunlight. You put it in the right environment, you feed it sunlight, and it goes on to production all on its own. Tell me any food that can do that. And it could feed countries, it could feed people all over this world. They just get their own little photobioreactor, they get the right technology. That's our great big vision, is to work with the people in Europe and really create this equipment that can be put anywhere in the world. And we just start out with the most needy first and work our way up from there.
Right, worldwide marine phytoplankton.
Yep, that's right. So it has the full spectrum. That's the kind of nice thing about it. It's sort of a no-brainer. Mm-hmm. You know that it's just going to do the deal. And it delivers the results all the time with our customers. The healthier a person is, the less they're going to immediately notice unless they're super sensitive to their body. The more depleted they are, the less healthy they are, the more they're going to notice a benefit. And it's a very slow and gradual benefit that comes on because it's actually repairing the body. Your body just wants nutrition.
Sounds like it's a bit of a full brainer.
Yeah, that's right. It's a full brainer. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, get your brain working on full tilt.